Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing fine and are taking care of yourselves. My name is Kanika Tandon and I am back with the videos of Class 7 English First. As your half-yearly examinations are over, we have resumed your YouTube online classes and the online classes. And so here I am today with starting the syllabus of second term, which is chapter number 9, the pronoun. Starting our today's video with chapter number 9, that is the pronoun. So pronoun is basically the word which is used in the place of noun. For example, if I tell you to write 50 sentences about Ram, so in the first if I tell you to write 5 sentences about Ram, it will be easy for you to use the word Ram again and again, right? But if I tell you to write 50 words about him, will it be easy for you to write 50 Ram for 50 times as you start a new sentence? No, it won't be right and it won't be efficient, right? So because of this, pronouns are used in the place of Ram. Here in the first sentence we can use Ram as the main word, as the noun, but in the coming sentences we cannot use Ram again and again and again. So what do we use instead? We use he. So the word he is actually a pronoun which is used in the place of noun. Pronouns are used to avoid the repetition of noun. Like I have said, like in 50 sentences we cannot use Ram again and again and again for like 50 times. That is why we use pronoun. Number, singular or plural. Gender, masculine and feminine, common and neuter, and case, nominative, objective and possessive. Right, now we have to study about kinds of pronouns. There are 9 kinds of pronouns. First is personal, second is compound personal, third is demonstrative, fourth is indefinite, fifth is interrogative, sixth distributive, seventh reciprocal, eighth relative, and ninth possessive pronouns. These are the 9 types of pronouns about which we'll study one by one. So starting with number 1, which is personal pronoun. These are the sentences I, be, you, he, she, it and they are called personal pronouns because they stand for the 3 person. The first person, the second person and the third person. Let me first tell you what a first person, second person and third person is. Let us suppose that I am talking to one of a friend of mine. Okay, and all that I can talk about is myself. I am talking about myself to that particular person. So I am talking to somebody else, but I am talking about myself. I am the only one who is speaking about me only. So this is first person. When the pronoun which refers to the person or the person speaking are first person, I am the one who is speaking and I am the topic about whom I am speaking. So I am the first person. So here we can use I, me, we or us. Second is the second person. Take the same example. I am talking to a friend of mine, but all I can talk about is that friend. Alright. To the person to whom I am talking to him about himself. Alright. I am talking about that particular person only. So it's like I am the teacher and you are the student. So I am talking about you in the class. So that is second person. When the pronouns are speaking about the other person you are speaking to, like you and yours. If I am in the class and I am coming and telling you that you have not completed your work, you have failed in the exam, you have topped the class, you have a beautiful handwriting, you have come to the school late, these sentences are about you only. I am talking about you to you. So this is second person, and last is the third person, when I am talking to that friend of mine about somebody else who is not present with us. Or I am standing in the class talking to you all about the other sections students who are not present in your class. Like, I have come in the class and I'm telling that the students of that section are really hardworking. They have scored this much mark. They sit more quieter. I mean, they sit quieter than you. They are less. They are less naughtier than you are. So I am the talking one, and I'm talking to you, but I'm talking about some third person who is not present with us. So these are the pronouns in which the two person those who are speaking to each other are not talking about each one of them. They're talking about someone else. For example, he, she, it, her, they, and them. Now here is the chart of first person, second person, and third person with number, nominative case, objective case, possessive case, and gender. Examples: nominative case of personal pronouns we, he, and it. Objective case of personal pronoun is us, him, and them, and possessive case of the personal pronouns is mine, theirs, and yours. Some rules that are used for personal pronouns: after prepositions we use objective case of pronouns as there is no difference between you and me. I took it from him. After let we use objective case of pronouns as let us go for a movie. A pronoun directly after than is usually in the objective case unless there is a verb after it. Nominative form is used if a verb follows it. He is taller than me, or he is taller than I am. Good manners require that we should say you and I, not I and you. You and he, not he and you. Raj and I, not I and Raj. And he and I, not I and he. When all three singular persons are used in a sentence, we follow the order of 2, 3, 1. That is the second person first, the third person second, and the first person at the last. You, he, and I have finished our work, not he, you, and I. Coming to the next one, which is compound personal pronouns. So compound personal pronouns are when we add the self form in the personal pronouns, like myself, themselves, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. These are compound personal pronouns. Here we have added self form to the personal pronouns. There are two types of compound personal pronouns. One first is reflexive and another one is emphatic. So in reflexive form, the action is done when the action done by the subject turns back upon the subject. Whenever the action is taking place and the compound personal pronouns turn back to the subject, the compound personal pronoun is about the subject only. Like, I did it myself. Here I is the personal pronoun and myself is the compound personal pronouns, and I and myself is just the same, so it is hitting back at the subject. Secondly, he rewarded himself with a treat. He and himself is same. The difference is he is the personal pronoun and himself is the compound personal pronouns, and this himself is hitting back to he. She herself went to the market. I myself came in the kitchen. she, it, the dog hurt itself. So the dog and itself is same. Next is emphatic pronouns. It can be seen that compound personal pronouns are used here to put emphasis upon the action done by the subject and are therefore called emphatic pronoun. Here the action is done by the subject and the whole focus is on the subject itself. Like you yourself can explain it best. He himself offered him some help. He herself came to me and asked for this favor. So here the action is done by the subject only and it is coming, and these are both connected. Next is demonstrative pronoun. To understand what a demonstrative pronoun is, let us take an example. For example, I am your science teacher and I have drawn a diagram on the blackboard and I am explaining you that diagram. So with a pointed finger of mine, I'm going to put that this is the eye, this is nose, that those are ears, this is your mouth, these are your lungs, this is your stomach, this is your liver, and XYZ. So in this I am pointing on a particular thing. This is how I demonstrate myself, right? Like this is the pen that I bought yesterday. These are the notebooks that I have to give to him. Those are the shoes that my brother sold. These are the words that are used as, these are the pronouns that are used as demonstrative pronouns, because they are used to demonstrate something like some direction or something that is kept nearer or far away. So these and this is the pronoun that are used when the things are kept near, and those and that are used for the things that are kept far away. Next is indefinite pronouns. In the above sentences, the pronouns all, some, many, few, one, none, and others refers to the person or things in a very general way. They do not refer to any particular person, thing. Such pronouns are known as indefinite pronouns. So indefinite pronouns are those pronouns which do not actually refer to a particular thing. Like all is well, some of the apples were rotten, many were absent, few managed to escape unhurt from the fire, one must abide by the rules, none but fools can believe it. So these are the words that are actually pointing something, but these are not particular about what they are talking about. We don't know how many apples were there and how many apples got rotten, right? Coming to the next one, which is interrogative pronouns, and it is the easiest of all the pronouns, because with the word interrogative it is very easy for us to understand that interrogation means asking questions. So interrogative pronouns are those pronouns which are used to ask questions, or that the pronouns that are used in the sentence that is asking us direct questions. So who was at the door? What is the matter with you? Where is your cat? Whose is this bag? So these are the sentences that we used in asking questions. So these are interrogative pronouns. These are the examples that you can read yourself. Now coming to distributive pronouns, each of the boy is working hard for exams. Every boy took it in turn. Either of you can come to the party. Neither of them were ready to compromise. Each, every, either, and neither are called distributive pronouns because they refer to the person, things, one at a time. So with the help of demonstrative pronouns, we can actually talk about a great number of people by addressing them as one. For this reason, they are always singular and as such followed by the verb that is singular. Coming next to reciprocal pronouns. So these are the pronouns. In this the two men respect each other, they should help one another. So in this they are actually what are they doing in the sentences? Here each and one really belong to the subject, other and another are objects, but other and one another have become in practice compound words and are rarely separated even by a preposition. Thus we say the brothers love each other. They are all given evidences against one another. In these pronouns, what we do, we actually refer to both of them, one another, each other. That means they are talking about the two people, and those two people are actually referred to each other. Next is relative pronoun. The pronoun who, whom, whose, that, and which join two sentences and refer back to noun going before them. These are known as relative pronoun. So here relative pronouns are also known as conjunctive pronouns. Why? Because they are used as a conjunction. Why? Because they are actually adding two different sentences and making them one. So the pronouns that are used to add two sentences together and act as a conjunction in them is known as relative pronoun. You will understand them better when you'll do the exercise. And here also forms of relative pronouns are nominative, objective, and possessive. Next is use of relative pronouns. Who and whom is used for person only. Whose is used to show possession. It speaks of person, animals, and non-finite things. Which is used for things without life or animals. That is used for person and things for both. Next is possessive pronouns. With the word possessive, it is very easy for us to understand that we are talking about the ownership. Whenever there is possession, it means that the thing belongs to that person only. So here I, mine, we, ours, you, yours, he, his, she, hers, they, theirs. So these are the nouns, these are the subject and the possessive pronouns that shows the possession. Like the cat, this cat is mine. So to whom does this cat belong? Me. This is my cat. With this, the explanation part of the chapter is over, and I really hope that you have understood this chapter. Let us come on to the exercise now. So first question is, pronoun is used instead of a or an, adverb, adjective, or noun. So pronoun is actually defined as this only, that pronouns are those words which are used in the place of noun. Next is distributive pronoun is neither, myself, or we. So it is neither. Fill in the blanks with suitable personal pronouns. Where are you living, Ramesh? Sarita is absent because she is ill. Here is your book, take it away. Both Amit and Sumit are tired. They have gone home. Either the manager or his assistants failed in their duty. Next is change the colored words into pronoun. The thief ran away, but the police caught the thief. So for thief, since thief is a male, we have to use him here. The woman sang sweetly. The people listened to the woman. So here the woman is the lady. So here we have to use her for her. The girl went to the garden where the girl saw a snake. So in the place of the girl, we have to write she. Alice opened the door and found that the door led into a small passage. So here door is a non-living thing, so we use it for a non-living thing. Arvind and Rahul work hard. Arvind and Rahul are praised by their teachers. So here Arvind and Rahul are two different people, and since the subject is plural, we have to use they for it. Coming on to the next exercise. Correct the sentences by writing suitable pronouns in the place of colored words. So Dinesh and Vimal are very irregular in his habits. So here we can easily understand that with Dinesh and Vimal, the auxiliary verb that we are using is are. right? So with are, it is understood that the subject is plural, so here we have to use their for in the place of his. The secretary and treasurer is negligent in their duty. Similarly here, after the treasurer, the secretary and the treasurer, the auxiliary verb is, which is singular. So here this treasury and treasurer is either one person or is considered to be one person. So here we have to use it in on the place of their. Why? Because we actually don't know the gender of the secretary and the treasurer, because secretary and treasurer is a post, not the name of a person or anything that is telling us that the gender of the post. All right, so here we will use it. There were doors all around the hall, but it were all locked, so it will be they, because the doors are plural. Vimal and Anita, two people, thought of their marriage. We have passed my examination. So we have to use ours. This are lovely flowers, which is very unpleasant to hear. It is, these are lovely flowers. Sonia loves his parents, so since Sonia is a girl, we have to use her. Preeti had their breakfast early, so Preeti is a girl, so we have to use her for her. Correct the relative pronouns given in the color. I met a man which was riding a horse. So here, I met a man who was riding a horse. The girl who is carrying a bag is my friend. He is the man whose son stood first. All what glitters is not gold. This is the boy who stole my pen. Next is, put the correct form of interrogative pronouns in the following. So who do you believe did this? Whom did he invite? Why did they fight each other for? What did she say? Whom am I speaking to, please? Where did you find? Actually, it is my mistake. It is not where, it is what did you find there. Next is, whom did you give the key? What do you prefer? Which of the girls can sew the best? Which of your dogs is ill? Next is, write which pronouns is reflexive and which is emphatic. So here I was sitting by myself. Here myself is sitting back to I, so it is reflexive. They themselves are to be blamed for the debacle. So here emphatic. Why? Because themselves is not hitting back at they. I will go myself, reflexive. Shiva has hurt himself, reflexive. I myself do not agree with the proposal, emphatic. Thou shalt love thy neighbors as thyself, reflexive. A house divided against itself cannot stand, reflexive. He himself can best explain, which is emphatic. They themselves admitted their guilt, emphatic. And pray do not inconvenience yourself, which is reflexive. Next is, join together each of the following pairs of words group by means of appropriate relative pronouns to make sentences. So here is the mobile which you lost yesterday. He is rogue whom nobody trusts. This is the man who is praised by all. This is the road which leads to the station. We got into a bus which was full. My father is dead, whom I loved. I saw a juggler who was showing his tricks. The boy tells lies, who deserves to be punished. This is the man whom I trusted. These are the boys whose parents are here. Next is, fill in the blanks with appropriate pronouns in the following conversation. Raj: Mom, I can cut the onions for you. Can you give me a knife? Oh no, you will get teary eyes. It is a very sharp knife and you might get hurt. You need not worry, ma'am. Mom, I will be careful. Thank you, my son. You are really helpful. You need not to mention it to me. It is a duty of me to help you. Moreover, I enjoy myself doing work like you. So with this, the this chapter is ended, and so is the video. So I hope, since your exams are over, I hope you get back to study for the next term. So I am going to see you in my next video. Till then, kindly complete your work and start learning this chapter. Thank you. Have a good day.